Oh, here we go again. We're trying to Sunday live on YouTube. We'll see if Facebook decides to let us go today. So
we've definitely been having a few challenges tonight. That's for sure. But I think we're hopefully back online now. Should be okay.
Yeah, if you can see us, the best way to see us is on YouTube. I did send out a message to people to check us out on YouTube just in case we're having problems with Facebook tonight. But there are a lot of people.
We're live in my group anyway, so I can see that.
Oh, okay, that's good.
As well. So yeah,
that's really good. Yeah. I took out some of the links. Maybe that's part of the reason why. So if anybody's having trouble with getting their Facebook thing to show up, perhaps that's one thing that you can do to do that, to get out of that that issue there. Let's see. So I do see it for some reason has it down as a Facebook Marketplace thing, Marcus sold. So yeah, it's something is really weird with the way that it registered some text in our thing. Yeah. So what I could do,
we're live on YouTube. The Mass Page Tools is live there. So
I wonder if I took the YouTube link to the thing and threw it into Facebook, if that would work. Threw it into Facebook. There we go. Let me just try that. Why not? Well, this is the worst programming ever to do this, but let's see if we
had a lot to talk about as well. That's the thing. We're going to have to cram it in now.
We do have a lot to talk about. So
okay. Give it a go, then we'll
I did throw it in there and see if that'll work. So, and maybe that's the way we'll do it from now on. We'll just put the YouTube link inside a Facebook group and see if that'll work. Yeah. All right. Cool, guys. Well, welcome to a Sunday Live. I am Daryl Ledyard, along with Simon Hogben. We're doing this over again 3 times. We've tried, and Facebook seems to think it belongs in Facebook Marketplace today because it's trying to see if we're selling something, I guess. But anyway, welcome here. We were talking a little bit about Thanksgiving. You said a little something about the turkey feast. Do you guys do turkey at Christmas, right?
Turkey at Christmas is what many people have. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think more ham here for Christmas, but turkey is the big Thanksgiving feast, and then stuffing. Do you call it stuffing there?
Not roast. It's becoming more popular as well. Not everyone eats turkey, but
yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, you don't eat meat, so yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
But yeah, traditionally, turkey would be it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, very good. Well, we have a lot to talk about today. I have a whole itinerary of things to discuss. So in today's program, of course, you'll have a chance to win a domain. We do that toward the end of the program. We also have a big announcement about Cyber Monday. We have an event coming up for that we want to tell you about. I'll tell you a little bit about SiphonAI, some updates for domain kicks. And then Simon's got some great things to learn about PBNs. So we'll talk about that.
Talk a bit about PBNs, hosting, content structure, that sort of thing, and also the ever popular and increasingly popular lifetime deal of the week. So we'll be going to that as well.
Yeah, so one of these days
to cover off. Yeah.
One of these days we'll get a theme song for that and the whole business.
Oh yeah, you need to up the production values. Absolutely,
yeah, definitely. Well, folks, thank you for putting things in the chat. I'm back. Great. Looks like Learner's here. Hi, Daryl. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Always put things in the chat and YouTube. It's the best way for us to get your name on here, and we can bring you up on the screen as well. So it makes it that much better if you can do that. Share it out to other people as well that you think might get some value out of the program and the replay. We've been getting some decent numbers on the replay, so that's a really good thing. So I appreciate you guys being here on a Sunday Live, and I think what we'll do is there anything else? Because I wanted to buy just a few more minutes for people to find us here. So is there any big plans you have for the next week or so?
getting ready for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. I think it's probably
the biggest thing. Yeah.
I mean, there's obviously deals and stuff coming out. It's quite interesting to see what's going on there. I think AppSumo have got 15 new deals that they're bringing out on LTDs, so they're going to announce those soon. I don't know what they are yet, but that's coming out any second. And PitchGround have been doing quite a lot of stuff for it as well. They seem to be getting bigger as a LTD provider. Just they seem to be pretty active and launching new stuff. So I don't know they necessarily threaten AppSumo yet, but certainly interested to see other LTD operators kind of coming out with more stuff. So yeah, be watching that with interest.
There's a lot of competition for SaaS software now. There's more and more people creating SaaS software because of the model that is a recurring revenue model. It's a good model for people. Do you think at some point we're going to get saturated on a lot of these different tools because a lot of it's already been done, that kind of thing? Hi, Don.
I mean, I think it's easier for people to create SaaS software, and I think AppSumo is seeing a lot more deals. I mean, I think they're on a real drive. I think they're making their proposition much broader, trying to appeal to not just entrepreneurs, but students and general business people, and they're trying to make the market bigger. But I think also the quality of AppSumo deals, some of them are not as strong as I think they once were. I think so.
Yeah.
So I think there's more saturation. I mean, the number of AI content writers that were out there earlier in the year, it was every 2 weeks there was a new one coming out, and they weren't all good. I have to say, I tested a lot of them, and they were not. Some were better than others. Put it that way. So yeah, I think it's there's a lot of stuff out there. It's a lot of people just throwing stuff and seeing what sticks.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to have to delete a few of the videos. So if you guys see some videos on YouTube that are not live, we'll go ahead and clean those up here.
Clean it all up,
and remove those because, they're going to leave some tracks because we're having some misfires with trying to get into YouTube. So I think the next time we do this, I'm just going to, not YouTube, but into Facebook. What I'll do is on Facebook is just put the link to the YouTube live so people can just get into YouTube directly. I think that'll be the big solution for what we were talking about a few minutes ago.
Yeah,
Simon.
that makes sense, I think. Yeah.
Awesome. So we have some people here, so might as well talk a little bit about your stuff. I think we gave a little preview. We got some minutes for people to come in.
We can talk about PBNs and stuff. Let me just get that going here. Hold on.
Simon's got some extra tools and controls today. So
have I? No, okay. Yeah. More buttons to press wrong. So can you guys see that?
I can maximize it when you're ready.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah, so just talking about PBNs, and I'll say up front, I'm not a PBN expert. It's something actually I picked up just at the SEO Underground conference a month or so ago, and a lot of the discussion was about PBNs, the value of them, and the business model, and so it's something I'm a lot more interested in, and I'm starting to build out my own PBN at the moment. So just want to share a few thoughts and perspectives, which hopefully will be useful in the group. So as we all know, Google loves backlinks from trusted, relevant websites, and some of the best sources for those are blogs that are relevant and or high authority or authority in that niche, news sites, things like that. Anything that's got a lot of contextual content can be a great source of backlinks to help our SEO. So that all sounds brilliant, but obviously how do you get these backlinks? Sometimes it's easier said than done, and there's various options people go through. You can obviously do it yourself and reach out to other bloggers or other companies that might be in a similar niche to you. If they're not competitive, you might be able to have them write a blog post for you and feature you and link back. That might be nice. You can buy into somebody writing a guest blog on their own blog from a sort of network. You could speak to an agency or other network to have somebody write something. You can do a niche edit, so you can look at somebody's blog, the page that's already been written, and they could add a link for you specifically with your anchor text and link into an existing piece of content. That might be interesting. And there's obviously press releases. That's a long-term tactic in terms of sending out syndicated press releases to networks. Some of the press releases contents higher quality than others, but that's something that is a common tactic. Or you can build your own, so build your own blogs and therefore control the backlinks that go from it. So just to explain what a PBN is, I'm terming it here as a private blog network, sometimes also called a public blog network. But on this, we're talking about a network of blog sites which you control, or somebody working with controls. They include niche-specific relevant content. You're obviously interested in the do follow backlinks that point from the PBN out to your money site, and you're really wanting to avoid something that's got a strong profile. So one of the tactics that PBN builders have is to put them on different hosting, different IP addresses, different themes, different structures, etc., to try and make it look more diverse and less of a common footprint. And people are also using tiered link building tactics as well. So I'll show you a diagram from that in a moment, but certainly having a combination of PBNs or blogs within a PBN, which eventually point to a money site, and obviously trying to have good quality domains. So if you're buying an expired domain that you can reuse, or a domain that's already built up authority in that niche or area, that would be ideal. So there's your kind of ideal PBN. And I thought I'd just show you one. This is not mine. This is owned by ClickDo, which is also part of the same group that's owned by SeekerHost, or they're owned by the same founder. And I thought it'd be worth showing you this as well. So if I click through here, I'm hoping you can still see this. So you can look at this yourself. It's called London Business News. I think SeekerHost use it on their website as an example. And there's lots of content. This is about a London Business News directory, but you've got here things about CRM, how starting a business. You've got dentist in London, you've got more dentists in London, co-working spaces, and the content here is reasonable quality, and they've obviously taken time to put this together. Here are some of the backlinks coming in. So this the dentist here, you've got a link there, links here, link there as well. But obviously it's a nicely written article, and it's content all about these dentists, who many or all will be clients of the agency that's put this together. And there's actually quite a lot of content on this. So this is actually a well put together PBN blog, and there's also more dentist advertising at the top. And this is going to be something that's valuable for people from a backlink point of view. I think the DA I looked up, this was more than 30, and if it's all about London news, that's going to be great as well. So if I just go back to, I'm hoping you can you, am I back on the right slides now, Daryl?
Yeah, you are. Well, I just took the slides off. I'll put them back on. There you go.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So there's London Business News. That's just one example, but I thought it'd be good to show one that's successful. Now, here's a diagram. Now, actually, Mike Martin put together a really great training video on PBNs, and I've borrowed some of his thoughts from this. So credit to Mike for putting this together. You can see the link at the bottom on his YouTube site. But when Mike did a speech at the SEO Underground conference, he outlined this model, which was essentially building groups of individual PBNs and having 9 or 10 in your network, and then having them completely separate from another PBN and another PBN. So the idea is, and there's a business model that Mike talks about, is essentially building out sort of 10 PBN sites per PBN, and then having sort of maybe 10 of those. So you have ultimately a lot of sites that are connected. Clearly there's an investment, but if you offset that against the cost of buying a link from an existing blog, which could be $100, but it could be $1,000 or more dollars as well. This is something that you can build up over time. So some of the things that you are going to benefit from having this, if you build up your own PBN, you're going to have your own backlinks. It will work out longer term, more cost effective than paid. And one of the things that came up at SE Underground was this idea of having something that it's a digital asset, and it's something that you can actually build and use it to fund itself, really. So you can put adverts on these sites, and you can use it for lead generation as well as sending leads to client sites, or just having it for your power up your own website as well. So there's quite a lot of stuff that's certainly worth looking at that video. A few resources which I'm using myself, which I'll highlight to everyone. So expireddomains.net is always a great place to get domains that have been recently deleted or are premium domains, but you can find ones that have backlinks and an age and maybe been deleted in the last month or so, and you pick them up for $6-7, which is great. Mike's got a lot to say about PBN and the business model, which I just said as well. And the hosting I'm using at the moment is, I mean, you can effectively use any hosting, but if you're concerned about IP addresses and footprints, there are dedicated PBN hosts out here. So SeekerHost, which is the firm I mentioned earlier on, they do dedicated IP, like unique IPs for PBN hosting from less than £1 per month, which I think is just an amazing price. And they've got very fast sort of implementation, like one-click install. They've got a training program and all sorts of stuff. So that's a great resource if you're wanting to, you can start out with just one site, 3 sites, 5 sites. I've gone for 10 to start with. I'm building those out. And then from a content point of view, you've got a few options. You can use AI content like Jarvis, Siphon, Article Forge, and or you can obviously go out to Fiverr or Legit to use human writers, which probably using AI in the background. And you've also got options to convert these sites into Google News as well. And that's a whole other topic, but you can obviously, provided you provide the right kind of accreditations and links and counters, whatever, curate news article content from other websites, put it on yours, and it actually can still rank that as well. So there's a number of different approaches. PBNs is a big topic, but I just thought it would give you an insight into some of the stuff I'm doing using some of these resources and building out my own PBN. So I'd say I've started with 10, and I'm going to be just building it out from there. But there's some great free training out there if you want to take a look. Just to prove it's true, here's the SeekerHost PBN pricing. So one blog with a unique IP, which I think is great, less than £1 per month, and the pricing is it goes up. You can have hundreds of blogs there if you need. So that's PBNs. I just sort of walk through that, show some of the structure, show some of the benefits, and also show a real life one as well. So that's that really. I know obviously there's other ways of building PBNs, and as mass page builders, there's other techniques that we can use to support that. Obviously, Daryl and I both use Menterprise. That's another route to go down if you want AI generated PBN content. That can certainly provide you with a good source of links, or you can build your own, or you can buy links or whatever. But yeah, that's my walkthrough. Daryl, I don't know if you've got any perspectives on that, or anybody got any questions?
Well, no, I think you covered everything. I haven't been using PBNs per se. I like the fact that there's some automation that you can use, such as like how Menterprise Publishing builds out all these pages and authorities. I'm working with, I did some PBNs back a while ago, but this whole hiding your footprints and all that kind of stuff, I never really got into that so much. I actually did a lot of my supporting tier 1 pages, the single niche PBNs, right on the same server as my main site, and I actually got benefits from that. I didn't have any problem just being transparent with Google. I think that sometimes that works a little bit better.
There's different views on that, and I know when Mike Martin speaks about it, I think he's very relaxed about using different IPs, and then I think SeekerHost, obviously, it's part of their proposition. They major on the fact that it's a separate IP. So yeah, I think there's different views on what's the best there. I mean, it's the quality of the content and the interlinking that's going to give you the big benefit there. I assume if it's good content that Google likes, it's going to not worry too much about it being on the same IP address. But different proposition. I mean, I just for the fact of being able to roll them out easily and keep them separated and managed, the SeekerHost looked pretty good. But yeah, you could use anything.
Yeah, Don is saying it's 50-50 on PBNs. Some people say it's good. Some people are done with PBNs. They've moved on. SEO is dead. You've heard it all. So it's one of those things for sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've shared that the URL, so check it out. You can have a look at that. It's a live one that's being used as an example by SeekerHost, so you can check out the DA and the estimated traffic and its rankings. It's grown quite significantly over a year and a half. So I think from there, as an asset that they can sell links to clients and get traffic and put ads on, I think it's pretty good. I mean, I can't comment on how much effort it's taken to support that, or how many writers or what they've got in the background to make it work. That's your challenge. But with AI and a little bit of reworking of AI, you can make quite a fast start on things without having to have a full-time writer churning out articles every day. I mean, I post a blog post every day with AI content writing, and it takes 10 minutes. So it's doable.
Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. All right. So, anything else you'd like to share? It looks like we have a little bit of a light crowd here today, so maybe the domain giveaway is going to be real easy for Don for you to win.
Game. Yeah, well, that's
Don,
he's on for 4, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe Don, this is your night, my friend. Awesome.
That's fine.
So, lifetime deal of the week. We're going to hold off on that, or
I can talk. I can just go straight into that if that's.
Well, maybe we should wait a little bit longer and see if we have more people that jump on, just so that they don't miss that new feature. As we seem to get more people as we go into this talk. So, this is Sunday Live. If you're just joining us, we had a few different problems getting online with our Facebook group, but things are working good on YouTube. So so far so good. And if you have any problems with the video quality, I think you can sometimes hit the settings and you could get a higher resolution, because this does 1080p, so it should be pretty decent quality for you with regard to that. Okay, so awesome. So we have a lot of announcements this week, so definitely glad to have you here and on the replay. We do appreciate that. There's definitely some cool stuff we're going to be showing you here in a few minutes, and some big stuff. We're Simon and I are working really hard this week, and we'll tell you why in a little bit. So yeah, that's definitely something we're interested in helping you out with. So I guess what I'll do is I'll share Domain Kicks a few updates for you, and we'll talk about some of the announcements. So we got some announcements coming your way. All right. So I get the little flashing screen here. Let's see if we can fix that. Is it still flickering? All right.
No, it's stopped now.
Better now. Okay. All right. So what I want you to know about is, let's see, for example, let me log out of this. Is the master account. I don't want you guys to have to see all that stuff. Let's go here. Let's see if this will work. Nope. Get all these email. Let's try this one. All right. So this is a regular account with Domain Kicks. And I'm going to show you one of the things that we added in here this week is that you can search by email addresses. Okay, so we have in here what you call is these miscellaneous keywords. And these are words that you want to have dropped out of the thing. I'm just going to clear this out. But these are basically like negative keywords. Okay, I think I just broke me for a second. I'll have to have the developer look at that. This always happens, right, when I demonstrate. But yeah, so anyway, if you go into here and you clear out and you've got your primary keywords here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and type in, let's see, plumbing. We're going to type in plumbing into here and do a search in Leads Detective. So if you have the enterprise plan, you have Leads Detective, and you're going to be able to download these things. Now you see it's still loading all of these things as you go. You can let it load one by one because it's loading in all the data, so you can actually see all the data, or you can just hit download all. And based on the size of your account, you'll have so many to choose from. All right. So what I'm going to do is open this plumbing file over on this other machine here and bring it over. All right. So what I'm looking for from this Leads Detective sheet is email addresses, okay, for registration people. So let's see. So we're looking for, can you see my screen okay? I think I...
Yeah, screen looks good, yeah.
Made it narrow.
Excel spreadsheet, yeah.
All right, so we're just going to do is grab these email addresses. And I'm just going to grab a little over 100 of them, right? And I'm going to put them in here to Domain Kicks. Okay. And it says errors found. Now that just means that you put in, instead of keywords, you put in email addresses. So what we're going to do is hit fix it. And now it turned all of those into keywords. Okay. Now, one of the things we're doing here is that we're going to deduplicate, but for now, that'll be done this week. But let's just show you, if I put it into here, we're just going to remove duplicate lines and presume that that will be done very soon. Okay, we're just going to remove all the duplicates. And you'll be able to also do this with domain names. You'll be able to put in .us domains and .nets and everything, and it'll check for any other extension to see if that's available. All right, so we just put in .com, and we're just going to do a search, and this is right from their email addresses. So we're going to see if there's any domains that are available based on a list of email addresses. So if you have like some data of people from whatever, and you just have some email addresses, it's a, you know, it's a pain in the neck to strip out their name and strip out the .com and the @ sign and all this stuff. So we made it real easy for you to just drop it in here, and then you'll see the different email addresses that are coming up. So these, the com is still there. That's why that's there. But here's one, A1 Plumbing LLC, agplumbing.com. And you can just see, like, we've only taken a few hundred of them. But I was finding with this method some really cool domains, especially if you have an old list. If you have an old list of emails and things like that, you'll find things that don't show up in expireddomains.net. I was finding things in there, and I looked it up in expired domains, and it didn't even show. So this is just like another way to find things, because everybody's using expireddomains.net, right? But what about a tool that finds things that aren't in there? And that's what's so cool about Domain Kicks, is you're actually doing that with this method. Okay, is you're finding things that are, this is why I created this, is to find things that other people are not finding. Why not find gold, right? Where others are not looking.
This is really interesting. Yeah, so you've got a niche of a list of, I don't know, the plumbing niche, and then you're using their emails, and you're just finding out whose emails have dropped or domains have dropped, and then Correct. You're finding out okay. So it'd be a great way to get a lot of relevant domains.
Yeah, exactly. And the cool thing is if somebody sets up an email address, they probably set up a full domain that you could probably go to the Wayback Machine and grab. So this is a good way to sort of get domains that were cared about. They're not just domains that are in the Wayback, in the expired domains. These are ones that actually,
because they've been attached to an email. Yeah, so
correct.
they're going to be like the main domain of a business. They're not going to be just an investment or somebody spent $5 and never used it. These are probably, and then they've probably got citations and links as a result.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing, is you can go through this and reverse engineer. Somebody says, please go full screen on Domain Kicks. Let's see if I do big like that might help you. And so you can do, you can put in 1,000 easy, 2,000 easy. So it'll just go through it. And again, it's going to deduplicate. So you'll find some good ones this way. Some of these domains, you're like, how did somebody have a domain that's this? But it's kind of funny, This one somehow got wrong. It has gmail.com, so that's not right. Mail.com. So, so again, we're working on it to improve it so that it does catch everything that we can catch. The other thing is that your saved searches are always there, and your dream list is still there. So if you have anything that comes up and you want to say, okay, that was taken, but it's a good domain, I want to watch that domain, you can do that with the dream list on Domain Kick. So I think that's a pretty good feature that we added. Let me just double check. There was another thing I think he added in there. Double checking. But we still have some things coming to Domain Kicks. So if you want to get Domain Kicks, go to domainkicks.com, and Kick40 is the promo code. The lifetime deal did go up in price, as I told you it was going to. So it is where it's going to be for ever, and it'll either go up or stay the same. But yeah, there is a lifetime deal that you can get access to on Domain Kicks. It's $9.97 for infinite days. And basically, if you pay for the 30-day plan, for 10 months, you basically have it. So it's really worth it. And we also give you Leads Detective, which I just showed you, that has all those email addresses in there based on different categories and domain registrations and things like that. So you get some really good data in Leads Detective to do that. Okay. All right. Any questions on that so far? Anybody in the group have any questions about what I just showed you so far on that? All right. I don't see any questions coming through, but that's Leads Detective and Domain Kicks. All right. So Domain Kicks searching by email address. I've never seen anything on the market that searches by email addresses. I think it's a funky, cool way to get access to domains that nobody else is looking for. So, yeah, fun addiction. It is, yes. And it makes you money too. So that's a good thing too. If especially if you're building, sites and stuff like that. And once you see what's coming to Domain Kicks as far as the stats and other features that are coming, I think you're going to be happy you got in early while the price is lower. All right. A lot of these domain investing softwares are very expensive because the money you can make with a really good tool, makes it justified that you're going to pay a little bit extra for it. So I would, like I said, get into Domain Kicks early if you're interested in domaining. That might be a suggestion I give you. All right, next is Siphon. All right, with Siphon, we have the updated version coming up soon. You don't see this in your group. This is in our staging server. So in Siphon, we've made some improvements. It's just a little bit slower, but it's writing more effectively. So what is mass page SEO, right? So you throw a question in here. I would ignore these two parts, the suggested keywords and suggested questions. Just put your questions in here. And if you have if you want to add more keywords, just type a comma and just write the next keyword. So I just put in mass page also, right? So maybe I'll put in mass page like that. So just in case. I'm going to hit Siphon. I just put this on the middle setting. Fingers crossed, because we're using a lot of browser resources on the stream here. So hopefully we're good. But again, it'll go just a little bit slower, but it's going to do a bigger and better job in getting what you're looking for, and it'll get a lot of content.
You're planning to roll like a next version out then, Daryl? What time?
Yep.
What's the sort of timeline on that?
Before Black Friday, you'll have the new version of this. Yep. We're thinking by Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Might be before. Yeah. So here's masspage.net. I think that's one of mine. It's just pumping these things out. So each time it brings this in, it's rewriting it. So if you click on here, you can see once in a while you have some gobbledygook that you can just remove. That's from our page. But you can see the difference here between the original and the rewritten. Okay. And we're not done with it yet. There's still more to come, but this is really getting quite good what it can do and how much different each one is, right? So it'll do its thing and it'll go through. It's going through the searches and it's ripping from the pages and it's rewriting it and summarizing. You can go to like a higher level and it'll grab more content. So this is how this is working. So it does take a little bit of time, but it's a lot faster than you gathering all this content. And there's a button that you can send it all into one text document when it's done. All right. So I'm just going to stop it so we can move on to the next thing. But that's really going to be a great thing for you. The other thing is this search RSS is on its own tab now. We had it before under bulk, but now it's on its own thing. So if you put in like https:// and you put in, let's say, this is a company I know has an RSS feed, WM feed, and it's going to grab the RSS feed on this, and it'll pull all the blog posts, right? So if you grab this, let's say it was a site you were like, oh wow, these guys have a lot of content, right? I want to just totally snag what I can and rewrite it all at once, right? So it's going to go through and it'll grab what it can from each page and then rewrite it for you. Again, we're not 100% there. This was working perfectly good earlier, but it looks like, see, if you hit original, it's going to rewrite all of this stuff. It's just that this is we're testing right now some stuff, so it'll be working great. We already had some this week. We saw this all rewriting perfectly from here, so that's a really good thing. Pasting your content, that's already there, so you've already seen that. But then I want to show you this import CSV. Okay, currently this does, you can download the example. And again, you'll have this later this week if you have enterprise plan of Master Page Tools. We do have a Black Friday special, and I'll tell you about that in a minute, to get enterprise. But here you go. We're going to go in and we're going to grab this quotes. And these are like, imagine these could be product descriptions. These could be any kind of thing, right? You're just going to go ahead and import these quotes in, and it's going to rewrite them line by line from a CSV file. So it'll go down through line by line and just keep rewriting each one, right? So I think this is done. Let's go ahead and download this. And I will pull it over into a Excel file. Here we go. All right. Cross this out. Don't save. All right. So you can see what this did here. All right. So here's the original. Here's the rewrite. Here's the original. Here's the rewrite. See, all the way down through, it has rewritten it to the point where these known phrases wouldn't even come up in Copyscape. This is rewritten with AI, and we have some very exciting news coming up about this as well. So that'll be coming out in the next version of this. So it's really cool how this is working now.
Yeah, just reading down. There's a big change there. Just looking down the list there. There's some good rewriting going on there.
Yeah, let me just hold that up so you guys can see it. I can't make it much bigger with this, can I? View. Zoom.
Yeah, 125% or so. Or
maybe 100.
150 maybe.
Yeah, I put 160. Let's see if that can be seen by you guys. Okay, so here's the rewrites. And we'll slide over and slide this down. Let's see if that, yeah. So you can see the difference.
They're totally different, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we're going for with Siphon, is to totally recreate the content line by line. So it gives you totally new stuff, and then you can spin it afterwards. Imagine you've done this, and then you do the spin text with it with our Word AI, and you'll get some totally different versions that the internet has never seen before. All right. So if you've been following along, you've seen the growth that Siphon has had, and I don't give up. You'll see that I don't give up on my software. I keep working to improve it and improve it. So any hiccups that you've seen before with Siphon, it's slowly going away. We've put hours and hours, hundreds of hours into this. So it's going to be something really cool. All right. So stay tuned for that this week. That should be coming out. If you don't have the enterprise plan, you have the agency plan. We're going to give you a way for you to upgrade your lifetime agency to lifetime enterprise. If you are still on the lifetime agency, reach out to me at daryl.chat, and we'll have a special deal just for you guys that signed on early with the very low price agency lifetime deal. If you want to exchange that for the enterprise, reach out to me at daryl.chat, and we'll talk to you about that and see if we can work out some sort of a deal that would work good for you. All right. So now next up is Black Friday is Friday. So we're going to launch advanced specials starting tomorrow, all right, on our website, mass.page. So be looking at the top of mass.page. I'll show you if you go to mass.page. And if you have any problems typing it into Facebook, I would put dot in parentheses because Facebook likes to give us a hard time with our IP or domain name. But right in this yellow area, that's where the discount page is going to go. And it'll have the promo code that you can use inside your account. Okay. So we'll have it up here, and I'll also email it out to everybody that wants to take advantage of the promo code to upgrade their account. However, we do have that special just for lifetime agency people to upgrade to lifetime enterprise, and that's just for a limited time this week only, from this week till Cyber Monday at the end of the day. All right, so that's that. And do you, Simon, have anything on that you're doing quite yet, or you're going to announce it later?
I'll announce something later on in the week. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
okay,
nothing just yet, but we'll be able to talk about it next time. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So we still have the lifetime deal of the week. Let's see, the LTD of the week. Why don't we do that now? Yeah, why don't we do that now?
Talk about
that. I'll close my thing.
Yeah, as people know, I'm a LTD fan. So this one is LTD of the week is pCloud. Now pCloud's been on AppSumo before, and they've also run some LTD deals directly off their own site. pCloud is basically a Dropbox alternative. Is probably the best way to describe it. So it's online storage. Now there's quite a few online storage offerings out there on LTD as well, and some of them offer a lot more storage than pCloud. I particularly like pCloud because it's well established, and it's got things like a drive, it's got auto sync from your phone. It's very well built out, and I think if you're going to buy an LTD deal, you want to have some confidence that it's got a future, and it's not just something that's offering storage, but in a year's time it's going to be gone, because still you're going to want to put some valuable files on it. So I like this. It's currently $122 on AppSumo for 500 gig of storage, but when you get in there, you can actually, if you've bought the account, you can upgrade as well. There's all the details there. You can be able to see it on the screen. We've got a new link, which is go.ht/LTD of the week. If you want to go through to the page, you can click through on that. And the reason why I use it, there's lots of different ways of using storage, and I have had Dropbox and I have G Drive, but my use case for this is I use this completely for client and website backup and cloning. So it's just remote storage. I've got actually a lifetime deal on WP Vivid, which is my kind of migration tool that I use if I'm building out mass page sites. So I do a backup, and I use pCloud just for that only. So it's standalone, and I use it this way because it avoids any accidental deletions. I'm a bit worried that if I've got it in my G Drive and it's in a folder and I move it or delete it or something changes, this is a nice way for me just to buy the LTD, put everything in one place, and there it works. I'll give you a quick look at the dashboard. I think it looks pretty nice. Let's just get into that. Hopefully you can still see this. So it's got automatic uploads. You can put things from the your phone there. It's got automatic backups. It's got this thing called crypto folder, which is like super extra security. So if you've got any private files or whatever you want to put in there, that will be an extra layer of security. Now you've got to pay extra for that, but that's if you've got that as a use case. You can request files from people, and you can share links so people can actually view stream video from this. So a lot of the sort of same things you get from Dropbox. I've got all my WP Vivid files in here, so I keep them there, and they're all sort of safe and sound and standalone. So for me, it was a nice way of just keeping it in place. I don't install the drive, which is a feature they've got. They've got a download very much similar to G Drive, but that's looks pretty good. I have got it synced to my phone, so it does do an automatic backload, upload that just to see it working really. But yeah, pCloud I think is pretty good for a trusted, established non-Dropbox kind of a thing on an LTD. So I think it's a pretty good option. 500 gigs not massive, but it's reasonable, and you can always upgrade. I think it's another couple £100 to upgrade to 2 terabyte or something.
Terabytes, yeah.
So yeah, so it's pretty good, you know. So that's
yeah,
my LTD of the week. Yeah.
I can vouch for them for sure with regard to the storage. I like the fact that you can request a file. I think that's a cool feature.
Yeah.
And they also have a public folder that I've messed around with. I was going to ask you if you've had a chance with the public folder to put like images. I know I saw some people in the group there with Menterprise talking about the images being hosted. Do they keep track of your traffic? Have you saw anything on that, or?
I've not used it for that, so I don't know exactly. I know it does provide stats, but I don't know if it's going to be stats per image. I'd have to have a look at that. I mean, I'm just using it for, as I say, backups at the moment. But but yeah, that'd be interested as image hosting. It has obviously image hosting. You can upload the photos. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see.
Okay, cool. All right, awesome. Thank you very much for that. Again, it's always going to be Life LTD of the week. So go.ht. Do I have that in my menu here? I think I did do that. Let's see. No, I didn't. Let's see. I'll do that right now.
The chat's not working for me, so I can't actually see it or put anything in the chat. So I'll have to rely on you to do that, Daryl.
Okay. So this is go.ht LTD of the week, all lowercase. Go.ht/LTD of the week, and that will get you access to AppSumo's homepage, which will always, just have the latest, and you can go through and pick that LTD or any other ones that they have on there. But we, of course, are highlighting Peak Cloud this week, so I just wanted to give you guys a chance to get access to that. All right, sounds good. So we're getting there. So we'll have the domain name to give away here in a minute. Let's see. These are the domains that are up for grabs. These are ones that I grabbed with domain kicks the other day. They're all in lead generation, except for water heater prices is more probably for, it could be e-commerce. It could be used for services as well. So those I have coming up here in a few minutes. But now I would like to talk about what we're going to do for Cyber Monday. So I've been tossing this idea around for a few days. I want you to know about this. This is the webpage where you can kind of register in advance for the notifications. But we're doing a thing that I'm looking to call a Cyber Monday Marathon with myself, Daryl, and Simon. And we're going to do 12 hours of value-packed webinars, okay, with information, with product creators, with teachers, people that have their own courses, things like that. Yeah, there will be a few affiliate links in there, but really it's mostly about giving you some really good value. It's coming up on Cyber Monday. So if you go to webby.link, and we're going to start using this more, webby.link, all right, you can sign up. You can see right here, it's going to be on the 29th of November. And if you're in Australia, it probably will work out to be splitting the 2 days of the 29th and the 30th. It's value pack series of speakers, software product creators ready to answer your questions live. We've got some people that have already signed up for it. Simon, do you want to tell them who we've got going to kick it off at 2:00?
Well, yeah, we're starting at 2:00 in the UK and 9 a.m. EST, isn't it, over where you are, down in the States? So we're going to have the 12-hour marathon from that. So that'll be me from 2:00 until 2 in the morning, whatever. But that's all good. To start off, we're going to be having Craig Campbell as a guest to help us open the marathon, and we're going to be having other guests throughout the day to be revealed. So it's going to be pretty exciting, really. As I say, we're hoping to have a lot of discussion, share some of the things that we're working on, plan out like a different theme for each particular hour. So we're going to have a chance to kind of go into detail. We're going to have people dropping in, and obviously it'd be great to get questions and contributions and whatever else from people as well. So yeah, that's how we're opening up. Craig Campbell.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm super excited about that. He agreed to that. And we have other people we've been talking to, some product creators you've never heard from on our channel before, I've been talking to. And so there'll be some really cool stuff that wanted to bring to your attention. And
Giveaways as well, Daryl.
giveaways,
We're going to be spinning the wheel
spinning the wheel.
throughout the day. There's going to be all sorts going on. So I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's a great idea. It's got a great kind of vibe to it. So we're going to try and make it as engaging and exciting and varied through the day as we possibly can. So yeah, we're pretty excited for it, to be honest.
So just go to Webby, W-E-B-B. Did I say Maybe's? WEBBY .link. Webby .link.
Yeah.
And we currently have our logos on here just so you know who we are. But we'll have the speakers announced soon. But we need your email address so that we can tell you when your speakers are coming on. So give us your name, your last name, your email address, and what are your favorite topics. This way we don't bother you with stuff that doesn't apply to you. Okay, so we want to be able to say, okay, it's 3 o'clock. We're going to talk about automations and SEO tips, right? And so we'll send you a little message so that you don't miss out to tune in for that on Cyber Monday if you want to ask your questions live. Also, by signing this up, you can also get access to the replays. So we'll be making the replays available on this page here. So you'll just come back to webby.link, and there'll be some links that go to different pages that you'll be able to get access to your replays. Okay. So, and the replays are free, obviously. So this is just value for you. And we're just going to show you some things that we don't have time to show you on our Sunday lives because of the time constraint. And it's 12 hours long. We're going to go for the distance from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern time on Cyber Monday. So it's our Cyber Monday marathon.
Sounds good. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. So, and is your wife going to bring you sandwiches? And
she's going to need to, really.
Nope.
It's going to be a long day. I might have a beer or two here as well to carry me through to 2 a.m.
There you go.
UK time. But I think it will be good. I mean, it'll be great. Some of the guests we're talking about, and obviously Craig opening up. I think it'll be a great session. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, looking forward to it as well. We're going to have some very awesome guests. So I think that you're going to enjoy that. All right, so that's the huge Cyber Monday event coming up. Webby.link to sign up your name, your email, so we can notify you when your favorite topics are coming up. And we'll have also a list of the speakers coming up soon before Cyber Monday. So you'll have that probably next weekend. All right, cool. All right, so now it is time to put some names into the wheel of names. If you want to throw your name into the chat, we will go ahead and see. I don't know that I can see Facebook without going to Facebook, so let's.
I can't see anything at the moment, so I can't help you, I'm afraid, Daryl. You're going to have to have a look. I mean, I'll have a look in YouTube and Facebook outside.
Can you see the screen? If you guys could go to YouTube instead of Facebook to put in the name. Your name, so we can find you. So Tommy, I think, hit a like in there. So we'll go ahead and have you come over to YouTube, and then we'll just put your name in there so I can go ahead and see you on here and add you to it. So a little bit funky going on here today, some things, but we'll get you guys set up here. Where did the notifications go?
Yeah,
are you having the same thing?
No, so I'm on YouTube and I can see some of the comments of some names, so I can call some out if that helps.
Yeah, that would help. Yeah, because I'm looking over here and I'm just I'm not seeing our chats coming through. Oh yeah, I got to hit the chat button down below. Okay, there we go. David T.
Yeah, Stefan.
Stefan. 3C.
Yeah. Don, of course.
Don, yes. Let's get Don to be a winner.
Don suggesting we need caffeine to break up the sessions. Yeah.
Hey, Colin, I hope you saw my trick on domain kicks today. Or, domain kicks. You can just put a comma between each keyword. I just discovered that works better than using the suggested keywords for now. So we're actually going to move the suggested keywords to another part of the app. So Colin had a question about that, so I figured I'd answer them here. All right, anybody else? We have a light crowd today, so you guys have a very good chance of winning. Very good chance.
Yeah, can't see any more. I'm just checking the groups here. Yeah,
part of the reasons. I think a lot of people have a lot going on this week, weekend, out with family and visiting and all that kind of stuff. So I think that this is a big holiday week for people. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
getting ready for the holidays. All right, anybody else? Put your names in, and we'll put you on the wheel of names. One of the last chances coming up here to grab one of these domains. Let me go ahead and show the domains again. Handymanprices.com, waterheaterprices.com, woodflooringprices.com, and moldremovalprices.com. These are exact matches. And for SEO, some people like to have exact matches. So I just use domain kicks to find those. And we'll go ahead and give one of those away. It's up to you. If you get, Dennis, welcome. All right. Make sure you have verifiable information because you're going to have to prove that you are a real human. All right. All right.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Can't see any more. Yeah, I think that's it. I can't see any more names popping up there. So that's the field, I think. Yeah.
All right. So we're going to go spin the wheel. Here we go. Don't forget Cyber Monday to join us on our YouTube channels. And it's
Stefan.
Awesome. Yeah, I think I misspelled Stefan. I just saw that on here. S-D-F-A-N.
Yeah.
So Stefan, let me change you in here. I don't think I can do that now. Stefan, congratulations. We got you as our winner. You can pick which one you want. I'll see if that changed the name.
Put them up again. Yeah.
Yep. Where did you go? There you go. You got handyman, water heaters, wood flooring, and mold removal. What would be your favorite, A, B, or C, or D, Stefan? And why don't you, when you do reach out to me, congrats, Don says, reach out to me on Daryl.chat, and we'll go ahead and get you set. Stefan says, handyman. You got it, my friend. Handyman prices. That's a really good one. I like that one a whole lot. That's a really good one. He says A. Terrific. Stefan, reach out to me at Daryl.chat. We'll get that set up for you, and we'll get it moved over to your GoDaddy account or something. All right. So that is the domain giveaway. Now we have to see if anybody wants to join us live. I'm going to go ahead and copy this, and we'll get that set up. Anything you're thinking of that we can buy some time for me to put this up here?
No. Well, I don't know. People are always welcome to chat, and they can come on, ask a question, say hello, let us know what they've been working on. It's always good to speak to people and get any sort of thoughts and feedback if they'd like to see us doing new things on the channel, things they'd want me to focus on for an SEO tip for next week. LTD of the week, that's another one. I was speaking to Erdl, who I know is normally watches. He's not here today, it doesn't look like, but he was talking about an LTD that I'm going to talk about next week, actually, which is pretty interesting. I just wanted a little bit more time to research it, so I'll do that. But yeah, we just it's great to get people to come on if they are brave enough to. They're very welcome, and yeah, it's always good to see people come and say hello.
All right, let's see if I can get this to come through. We're just closing this out. I'm going to minimize this. We'll bring ourselves back up. And you're very welcome, Stefan. This is our pleasure to get you a cool domain for hanging out with us here today. So if you want to join us, go.ht/guest. Go.ht/guest. If you want to tell us how excited you are about Cyber Monday and our marathon, Simon and I are going to go for the 12-hour webinar. I don't know that that's ever been done here on the topic of mass page SEO and marketing, but we're going to try it and get some really good people up here that are product developers, they're course creators, they're speakers at events, all kinds of stuff. So Craig Campbell is our headliner. He'll be starting things off at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So if you're on the Pacific Coast, it's going to be 6 a.m. for you. Sorry, guys. It's going to be kind of early. But we'll be going from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific. So if you're looking for time to join, but he will be recorded. So it'll be recorded and added into the replay. So just make sure you go to webby.link. I'll just pull this up here, webby.link, and sign up. Let us know your interest, and we'll go ahead and get you the information you need to see it and notify you when the right speakers are up for you to listen. Okay, again, there's the go.ht/LTD of the week. If you're interested in supporting pCloud is the one we talked about this week. But if you want to get anything with that link, it helps out the show and helps us to get more LTDs so that we can show you behind the scenes for the lifetime deals that we find on AppSumo or other places. Okay. All right. Go.ht/guest. Last chance. If you want to join us, please come up and we'll put you on the show. Otherwise, I think we're going to call it a Sunday live for today. Had a little bit of a rough start getting things going with Facebook, but I think I might have a solution to just avoid Facebook altogether and just throw the link in there. So we'll schedule it on YouTube. Then we'll have the graphic and everything will be good to go. So that's cool. All right.
Sounds good. Yeah. Okay.
Awesome. So look forward to, again, Mass.page. I'll have my Friday deal up at the top header. Tomorrow, I'll also send out an email so you guys have that. We've got Simon coming up with something, and he'll announce it later in the week. We can throw that in my group as well, Simon, if you want to throw that in our group.
Sounds good, yeah.
As long as Facebook allows it. And we'll see you guys on Cyber Monday, and also next Sunday we'll be here. So just beforehand. So we'll
that's for the pre-marathon, yeah.
Yep. And look forward to updates coming to Mass Page Tools this week, and also Domain Kicks. You'll see those coming your way this week, so definitely check those out. All right, that's it for our Sunday live here. Mass Page Tools, SEO, local SEO heroes. Simon, thank you so much.
Thank you, Daryl. Good to see you. See you next time. Take care.
All right, take care. Bye-bye now.